Hey guys, welcome to another video on my channel. In today's video we are going to be comparing the Butch Tempest versus the Fury Tempest. As some of you guys have actually been asking me to do a video on this because you have both, but you're not really sure which one is the better build or which one I prefer. So we're going to be taking a closer look at that. I've got to be careful because they do have it looks like a Leo with Treb back there. That's the only one that I see with oh no wait, they got a pattern. So that guy's going to be wearing me out pretty good here. The downside to having the geckos be so strong. And I'm going to try see if I can get within range of some of these players so that I can start wearing them down. So one thing that I do like about the setup is sort of the continuous fire. So you can see here I'm just firing away. And once this is done I can switch and then continue to fire my other two. So it's sort of like a I guess a buffed Carnage version, because you're only firing two, and once this is done it's usually about 6 seconds, so you can see here, before I can switch again. So not entirely continuous, but pretty close to it. Just trying to see if I can get some range on these guys, because they do have a lot of range. Those geckos are actually outranging me because the Tempest has a range of 800 meters, so I have to make sure that I kind of stick close to that and out of range of their long range, or at least out of reach of their long range, because they have 1100 meters on me. This guy's, I'm not hitting him. I'm trying to hit him even if it's just a little bit. Our biggest problem is actually going to be the guy on the left side, and I think he got hit pretty bad there. So let's see if I can maybe. Another guy with Molots, so maybe we can try to hit him when he peeks his head around the corner there. Trying to see if I can move a little bit closer here to get an angle on that one player back there, just to take out some of their range. So you can see I am hitting him, but just barely. If we can clear out the center here, then that will open the door for me to actually use or utilize my Tempest a little bit better here. So one thing also about the Tempest, it's great at knocking down energy shields, as you saw I was able to do to this Ancelot. And he is backing up. And the other thing too is, if you take a look at the height of the Butch, I think the Butch is higher than the Fury in terms of height, so you can clear certain obstacles a little bit better than you can with, say, the Fury. So that's another advantage that I do like about the Butch sometimes as well. I'm just emptying my rounds here before I switch over. And they have a lot of guys back there. We actually need more players back there, and I've got to back up, but I've got to be careful too, because they do have geckos there which I can't avoid. If I back up too much, then I'm gonna get hit by it. I think they actually have a player. I'm trying to focus. There's another player back there. I think he's actually in a Fury. I could be wrong. Trying to see if I can maybe get a couple of shots in here. It's very tough. There's just so many players clumped up on the back there. What we actually need is like a Fury Zenith to hammer these guys, to basically force them to get off that ramp. But yeah, I'm trying to see what I can. I think I see glowing lights. Oh, we got a Fury there. Come on, there we go. Let's try to see if I can focus him down. And he's got a Trident too, so he was taken out. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Come on, switch. Trying to use the height of my Butch here to fire just above that ramp. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move a little bit closer here to see if I can get range, because they do have a Leo. I'm not sure if I'm going to be... Ooh, they got a Fury back there too, so this is going to be an interesting one. Actually, they got two Furies. I'm hitting this guy here. Mind you, I have been hit already, and I might be hit by a Fury Zeus soon. Trying to see if I can wear down that Fury. because he's the one that he's going to be shredding me up. Just going to wait until the 6 seconds. So this is sort of the nice thing about the Butch too. Like on the ramp here, when I switch over to this setup, you can see that I'm kind of clearing just above the ramp. I think I'm gonna back up here because these guys are all gonna be coming in. They're Ancelots, and I don't have enough firepower to dish out the damage quick enough. So let me see if I can maybe focus down that Fury back there, and then I'm gonna move back. Yes, I've already lost a weapon here because I'm getting hit by geckos. Trying to do a little bit more damage before I get taken down. So you can see the benefits of the Butch. I like the rotation, so being able to fire, then switch, and then fire again. It's not continuous. There is a 6 second delay, but pretty close. Not bad. And you know, I think the real benefits is just the Butch being taller than the Fury, and you can clear certain structures around the map a little bit easier. So I do like that. But after this game, what I'm going to do is I am going to be switching over to the Fury build, and then you could make a comparison. I'm going to move up here because this guy is coming in with, I'm not sure what he's running, but so this is what I threw on punishes so that I could do this. So you can see how I'm wearing down this guy's shield. Kind of ran out there, but once he gets within range, then I can always drop, and then I hit him with the Orkans. So that's what I like about this build, and it's something that I just threw together because I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what, this is actually not that bad, and I did try a couple of games where it did really well for me. So I did throw that in. Decided to throw in a Galahad as well because I haven't run the Galahad much. It tends to die very quickly to Lumbus Orkans especially because they've changed the rocket mechanic, and the Galahad can no longer outrun rockets like it could before. I think if they made the Galahad able to do that, I think it might actually mix the game up a little bit too, in a good way though. So I gotta be careful of this guy because he's got the Treb and the Gecko, and I'm trying to get closer to this Leo on my right side, who is flanking. I need to get within the 350 though, and I think he has like pins or something. So let's see if I can get within the 350. Oh, we got a Rog coming in, so let's focus on this Rog first. I'm gonna keep my shield down because I don't want to. So you can see he's getting within the 300 here, so I should be getting hit. Put my shield up. I didn't want to. Ooh, we have a guy coming in here. Let me just deal with this guy here first. Yeah, I didn't want to keep my shield up, because if I keep my shield up when I'm getting hit by pins, I can't avoid it. So it's better to actually keep my shield down to give me more of that increased speed, because when you do have your shield up, you do slow down, and it's better to have the speed so that you can maneuver around and avoid some fire or get behind cover a lot quicker. So that's kind of the reason why I did that. Okay, so now I'm in my Dark with Orkans, and I'm going to move closer to center here, because we do have, I think it's an Ancelot or something, with an energy shield, and we are going to need some heavy Orkans to bring this guy down with, and there's 48 seconds, so I've got to make sure that I definitely help to hold this center beacon here. The Rhino is going straight for this guy, and that's the correct move that you want to do. Yeah, at this point, I'm not too worried about, getting hit by Trebs and stuff, because right now we just have to protect this beacon. And as long as we do that, they won't be getting into center, and we should be able to win. Let's see if I can hit this guy. Here we go. And 12 seconds, and I think we should be okay. So it's a good thing that the Leo with Treb and Geckos stayed in his build for most of the game, or actually the whole game, I think, because he may have actually costed his team the win there. They didn't have enough players going into center. But let's take a look. So 913,000 damage, and this is with the Butch with the Tempest weapon. So this is with this weapon here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run another game where I run these weapons on a Fury. So it's going to be 3 instead of the 4, and we can make a comparison between the two. And then you guys can decide, and I'll give my opinion as to which one I prefer. Okay, so we have spawned in on Yamantau map once again. This is going to be interesting because now we've spawned on the other side and I'm running a Fury Tempest, so we're going to see how well we do here. And one thing that I do like about the Fury Tempest is that you're firing all Tempest weapons at the same time, so all 3 versus say 2 of the Butch and then switching. It does make a big difference, I think, in my opinion. And the reason why is because sometimes you have a very small window of opportunity to hit the target, and being able to fire all 3 you know, allows you to do that much more damage. Just trying to see if there's a player back there. I'm going to move to the left side, I think. Actually, wait, let me see if I can hit this stalker here while he's still in center. And then I'm going to be focusing down this Galahad on the left side. So with the Tempest weapon, because it does 200% damage to physical shields, if there's something like a Galahad, like for example this guy in front of me who's putting up his shield, trying to advance, getting hit by 3 Tempests, you know, they pretty much don't stand a chance. It's gonna, I think I did break that guy's shield, but if it was a Lancelot, I think he would have suffered the same fate. Trying to see if I can maybe... Ooh, looks like they got another stalker back there. But let's take a look to see how long it takes me to knock down. That Lancelot shield didn't take me that long, and now we got a stalker chasing me down. But I think by the time he gets close enough here to circle around me, or even do that, I think I'm going to be able to take him down. So there we go. I'm going to be targeting down this Lancelot on the left side. So you can see how much damage I'm able to do to that guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the covered bridge here and shoot down the side at an angle so that they don't or are not able to get into a center that way. I think they actually have a Fury back there too. So if I can get within 800, if I can get within 800, which we are right now, then I will be able to put some damage onto that player. This guy's shield is not going to last. Yeah, that should do it. And we have a Galahad, and then we have another Lancelot coming down the covered bridge. So you can see how quickly I'm able to knock down that shield with the Fury. So not only do you do more damage in a shorter amount of time, but you also do, or are able to bring down energy shields a lot quicker. So that is kind of the reason why I prefer to run the Fury. And that's also the reason why every time you see me run the Tempest, more often than not, it's on the Fury and not on the Butch. I'm going to see if I can perhaps take this player out there on the side. These guys are actually running a lot of Lancelots. But what I need to do is I need to take this player out because he has range of my teammates. And I always try to target range first if I can. Suppress their range so that my teammates aren't threatened. Okay, so we do have a Lancelot here, and he doesn't have an energy shield. But take a look to see how long it takes me to actually break his shield. You know, when we kick into that accelerated state, you can see, you know, I'm breaking that shield of his and pretty much shredding him up. He's not even going to be able to get close to my teammate here. And it looks like this player here got hit, and he's getting hit by Molots, I think. So let's see if we can work down some of these players that are trying to get up the ramp here as well. And now they have a Carnage there, so I'm gonna back up because he has a 600-meter range on me and I'm just outside of his range. Trying to see if I can help my teammate here. Also have another player moving to the left side. Looks like we have a, I'm guessing it's a Natasha with Treb and Geckos. So yeah, they're out into the open. They're probably backing up, trying to see if they can get to cover, but this is what I mean. You know, that small window of opportunity, you're able to dish out damage a lot quicker. Now he's trying to corner shoot me with a Gecko. There's a guy back down here, so let's see if I can take him out. Go for this Lancelot here. So yeah, you know, the Fury, a lot cheaper than the Butch, more versatile, and you have the firepower of 3 Tempest. So in my opinion, I think the Fury Tempest is a lot better build than the Butch Tempest. What I do like about the Butch though is running 4 Trebuchets. Trying to see if I can hit this guy. So you see what I mean? Like I'm hitting him with 3, and in the time that he actually exposes his bot, that is when he gets hit by, you know, all 3 Tempests. So I think that was a very good example, you know, comparing the Fury Tempest over the Butch Tempest. And as I said, my preference is the Fury Tempest. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And maybe in the comment section below, if you do have a Fury and you have a Butch and you have run, you know, the Tempest weapon on both of them, which one is your favorite? Because I'd love to know, you know, which one you guys pick. And I think that about wraps it up. So until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.